University of Georgia and former Gator. Palmer, guys, let's get down to the field. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Army's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. That's reeled in. It's short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play,
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go! Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Grab behind the line. It's short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Tulsa's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On the ground, it's Allen. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Alford. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's short. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smooth.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Black Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really good looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The RPO, it's complete. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And his throw is incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes! Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Reads it, fires complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Alford. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Using his legs, it's Reed. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick release on the RPO. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tease. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Tulsa comes to the line with a first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tulsa in a tough spot here on third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He's got it, first down and more. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Makes the catch. It's Reed. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Slithers into space. He's loose on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 28 to Arkansas.
Dropping back, it's Coleman.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Hauls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Army! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the run. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking for space. It's Allen. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Alford. Makes the grab.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, fighting off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. Fears the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Under fire. He is scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell them.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Caught in the backfield, it's Foley. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Alford. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy that we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fortner.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Pocket breaking down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense.
Wide open space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 2 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Coleman. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down. You're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Finds his back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They have the lead. One possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the Black Knights are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their fit?
Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash this drive.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. Touchdown, Army! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
after being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to... Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Alford. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense not showing press coverage. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.